In March 2006, what was started by 4 friends as a way to communicate with each other has quickly turned into one of the top 10 most visited websites on the internet. With a total of 1.3 billion users as of 2016, an average of 1.6 billion search queries per day, and 500 million posts daily, this company has quickly become worth billions.
It was 4 friends who built this thing, and they wanted to build a technology that would connect them to their friends, and in doing so ended up tearing their own friendships apart. And what really took place was almost from the moment that Twitter was hatched, it became this thing that started to change the world, and it took off instantly.
Many individuals are heavily reliant upon Twitter to feed them live updates on worldly events. We often can gain access to primary sources of information before the media have had a chance to grasp this information and regurgitate it back to us. This has caused many media sources to feel threatened by the power of this website, as during iconic moments such as the election of Donald Trump, the Super Bowl, and Brexit, people were more interested in the opinions and stories circulating around Twitter than turning to a news network. Twitter has also helped many celebrities, athletes, and politicians bypass the media to get their message directly to their audience. We are able to receive things straight from the source, and nothing is manipulated by media sources.
Because people come to Twitter to just discover what's happening in the world right now at any given moment. When it comes to this kind of filter bubble argument that's often labelled at Twitter, I think that's absolutely wrong on a number of levels. We don't have an interest here at Twitter in having any kind of algorithm that's going to affect for you how you see different types of content. So we're not going to keep resurfacing again and again a certain type of content based on how you've interacted with it before. And in the same
Society lacked a platform that gave every individual a reach to the world when no one had control over what was said. Garg states in his article on TechCrunch that up until 2007, if you wanted to build an audience and sell your ideas to millions of viewers, you needed to raise money to build a cable network or printing office or hire sales forces to sell ads. He then goes on to say that Twitter has given everyone and anyone a direct voice to the world by smooshing together 3 things that in traditional media have mostly been separate: distribution, application, and content. Dawson states that Twitter absolutely changes the media landscape. He references Marshall McLuhan's description of media as an extension of our senses, and uses this to bring Twitter into the relevance of our lives today. We can now be everywhere all at once, but at the same time, we can be nowhere. The fact that so much information is at our fingertips has changed how we perceive the world around us, and it's difficult to come to an understanding of how we went so long without a platform such as this. Before the internet became such an integrated part of our daily lives, we lacked a forum that could expose our opinions to the world. The most similar form of communication that existed pre-internet were things such as bulletin boards and postcards, which allowed people to mass communicate publicly. Bulletin boards allowed people to share ideas and concepts, similar to how Twitter allows us to share our thoughts today, whereas postcards allowed us to get into contact with people who were deemed unreachable. In a way, these older methods of communication set society up to understand and so quickly embrace the concept of Twitter. We'd been exposed to ideas like this before. All these ideas that I've looked into combine to address how Twitter changes our understanding of the world around us. It has impacted on our sense of time as we have looked into the fast reach of information and instantaneous access to a direct source without having to physically be present. I've looked into the theory that Twitter claims it does not use algorithms to filter or censor information, meaning what we see and what we search is not tailored to anything in regard to what we have viewed before. And it is that has led to Twitter becoming the popular platform we know and use today.